towards the team, right? And when you get to these tier 1 teams that care less about the individual player, it's more about what you bring to the atmosphere.
Oh, for
and
sure.
that's so critical.
Well, that's also, I won't... Teams will make the decisions they make. It was surprising to me because there were players with pedigree that were available, right? Like Ramses, he decided to join Na'Vi pretty late. Sumail still without a team. Mid1's playing with a Mushi stack in the open qualifiers. And they went with somebody who has gotten his shot, but yet remains
Okay, so they already
unproven.
tried out mid1. Obviously, oh wait, that's about a different team.
That's OG.
Fair enough, fair enough. But I think that all the players that you talk about
this
are
guy
gonna have a bigger ego. This is like the workhorse.
That's
You
true.
want
That's
that.
good.
exactly,
Hey,
and
that's
I
a good
rate
point.
that. This is amazing. Yes, out of all the options, I hope this.
I like
you
it.
could argue,
I love it too.
You could make an argument that, you know, we haven't been incredibly impressed with NIGMA's performance, but consider that they didn't need a tiebreaker to make it to the major. And yeah, they underperformed there, but they had Armin standing in.
ILTW, he was the guy on Dota 2 Pro Tracker, remember? When he had like 120 games or something in like it was a week, 2 weeks, or a month or something?
Yeah.
It was like a painful amount of games, you know, the boy.
No,
What is it like average? Was it like 12 games a day or
Too
something?
many. Too
Yeah.
many.
No, it's a good point. Like, you could make arguments that, you know, maybe Enigma just had a slow start to the season, but they might not need some superstar. They don't need any ego. They just need somebody to come in and do the work. They already have superstars, plenty of them. I think just Mind Control perennially getting a bad rap from the fans. I think that guy is still a top 3 offlaner in Dota 2, and I think their performance at the major reflected that. And yes, you're pointing at Doom, T-Gov.
I just like Doom, and I like this draft so far.
Me too.
I think Doom, with the changes, of course, Devour being now 60 seconds, a lot of gold, he also got some more armor in 7.29, and his just offlane capabilities is really high. They have last pick as well, and it could easily become some mid if they really wanted it to, but most likely I expect it just to be a casual offlane.
This is the anti-miracle. You just Doom him.
Easy.
4 protect 1, Doom the 1, now you just got 4.
Yeah, definitely I'd say a newer, it's a tweak, right? We saw VP do this. As we know, Secret's main scrim partner, always Lion plus DM's offlane hero.
Yes, that's true.
This is a slight adaptation with a hero that we probably have bumped up, maybe not to S tier just yet, but I'd say certainly A tier offlane.
Yeah, I think we're yet to see it really be kind of given that class, but for sure it has the potential if played correctly. Dude, I think the trade-offs is even though you're a tankier hero that you get your own gold, you're never pressuring the offlane, and you're not really kind of having map presence if you don't have Doom up, right?
You can't show waves the same way.
Yeah, so like basically Nigma right now, they're gonna have a carry that can free farm. Obviously going into the fights you might face up a Doom, but you know, in theory of laning phase, it's not too bad.
I love the bans coming out. Drow, typically not something we would see, but with this new patch, I think both captains, right? They're not necessarily drafting on what we saw last major, but on their history, like 10 years of Dota. And historically, you see a Puck, you have a Doom on your team. Drow Ranger is very spooky. Like this guy, I think Drow Puck is one of the higher, at least top 5 win rates in terms of hero combination, hero duos. What's the? That Dota. There's it's like
Pairings.
Pairing, yeah. They use a specific word.
Pairings does
Very
enough for me.
sounds
Yeah.
great. Yes.
They call it a truple or something for 3 heroes.
Truthful? I don't know. I like the idea of the sure. Yes, Kyle. The Tusk as well. If it does go into the 5 role, it just bodies for any of these range carriers as well. And that's something you have to look out for, because if this is just a casual mid puck, 5 Tusk now, as you see from Secret's ban, these Drows, these Weavers, even some Deucer, if Miracle wants to go super hard carry, these type of heroes work well. Of course, Miracle.
Do we think
mid lane
is for sure mid puck? Because, I mean, just to confirm, like ILTW is a carry player. There's no chance that we're going to see him taking mid.
I don't think you'd get ILTW if you're gonna let him play mid. Then you would get Sumail.
Okay. So if we expect Miracle mid, do we really think they would just bring out a puck? Because traditionally, when I think about his mid heroes, as T-Gov was saying, like he was playing a lot of the ones. Part of why he was moved to carry was because the mid role had developed into this playmaker style that he didn't necessarily feel comfortable on.
Puck also gets played as position 5 and 3 sometimes.
It can. I think in regards to the whole Miracle talk, we just need to be aware that Miracle can play very active.
Yeah.
He can play very greedy. The ability to have both options is what you need. And that's what, like we mentioned, that's what RTW brings, because he can also do both styles of carry.
Yeah.
So we're not always going to be seeing, haha, semi-carry safe lane with a super hard carry mid. It's just the options are being opened up from NIGMA. And a big issue they had in Season 1, they had no flexibility in their drafts. It was just, surprise, Miracle's got this hero now. Huh. It's like there was no real kind of flair, and that's what it brings.
I like the Gyro third. They've already banned out a bunch. I mean, really, NIGMA did them a favor. They take out the Sven, the Troll, and the Morphling. You get rid of Huskar, Weaver, Drow. That's a lot of carries that Gyro does not want to play against. And with the Doom in front now, you've got this really powerful mid-game spike. Straight to the Razor. We saw this a bunch at the Major. In fact, NIGMA's lineup looks very similar to what we saw a bunch of teams with success at the Major.
Are we sure Wee's not in the team? There's some safe lane Razor. But yeah, I think this is now eyeing up to be... The Razor is the counter to the Doom. Just pick a casual Veno.
Oof. I heard someone talking that Veno was going to be picked. Was it Brian or was he hating on Veno?
No, he likes
a good hero. Yeah, it's nice.
It could be your 4 here. You have last pick. This is typical of Secret's drafting pattern. You know, they can, in theory, make the Gyro a support. I think that's unlikely, but this could be a Yapzor Doom. Could be a Yapzor Veno. I think it's more likely just Yapzor Lion. That's a puppy Veno. And you last pick... I
just like the idea of... So right now, NIGMA's put themselves in a position where potentially 2 of their cores, if Puck's not support, they're not going to fall victim too much of Doom because you don't care. Now, the big win condition, that's your Doom target. Heroes like Tusk and Razor, they rely on move speed, getting in and out of the fight. Veno takes away that. Initiation, Plague Ward. So yeah, I like the idea of the secret structure.
Whether it's 3, 4, 5, what have you, I think the Puck goes off lane here. You want to play into the Gyro. You can also juke Gales quite easily if you're quick on your feet. And then the Tusk plays top with Razor into the Doom lane.
Yeah, you have to apply some punch. Fun fact, Yapzor, when he plays unranked with his friends, he randoms any hero, buys Quelling Blade, and tries to jungle. So could also just be a jungle Venomancer.
Do his friends still play with him?
Yeah, regularly, yeah.
Well,
he's winning him with it sometimes.
Veno wards deal more damage to jungle creeps, right? That has
I'd be down for a Veno jungle. You know, I'm just going to throw it out there just so we look cool.
Yeah. To clarify, it's because the wards do piercing damage, which does more to neutrals than hero damage. So... Level 3 wards, you can start clearing Ancients every stack, every spawn, along with the camp nearby. So you get like 80, 90%.
Realistically, this probably is just going to be some Veno Gyro lane where they throw Gale and a Rocket and they try and kill. But we could see some...
There is some flex possibility.
This is true.
It definitely made Team NIGMA think about this, though, because they are ticking into their bonus time quite heavily. Of course, deciding whether to... reveal a certain role now or wait for last pick, I guess.
This is a tough lineup. Like Team Secret answers so much. Like nothing feels good.
Okay. Yeah, the issue right now for NIGMA is simply they had no way to connect their damage because if the Tusk is snowballing, they're going to get like double Galed, triple Galed, how many people in that snowball. And they don't have explosive damage. So I like the idea of this Juggernaut pick against a core Gyrocopter, one of the big counters, because you just lock in that Omni Slash. If Gyro's alone, you can have a Satanic kill up. If you buy Satanic. And in regards to laning phase, you have the Healing Ward to deal with a potential off-lane Veno or whatever this becomes. Because it could also be, we haven't talked about this scenario, some position 4 Doom bodying for some off-lane Venomancer with a carry Gyro, pos 5 Lion, last pick for mid.
Yeah, and Puppy could happily play that Lion if necessary.
Previous series, we saw a lot of Snapfire earlier today. And everybody was talking about, oh, you know, Little Shredder's so good. Why is she ignored?
It's just different preferences. I think you can make a pretty strong argument that Lion Tusk are on the same level. And it's that same old story. Like the better teams, the ones with more experience, almost always prefer the legacy supports, the ones that are more reliant on team play and have unanswerable mechanics. Snowball Save is the best for counter initiation. Lion, Lockdown, and Burst, also just something you can't really answer, always effective throughout the game. And if Earthshaker was meta, I'm sure we'd see that being potentially picked up in the series as well for the same reasons.
Fair enough.
In regards to Team Secret, their bans right now, they just think it's going to be the position 5 last pick. So that does put Razor into the off lane with the Tusk, Puck into mid lane with a Juggernaut carry.
And they ban out the Lone Druid. Makes sense, I think.
That rounds out Secret's draft way too nicely.
And they ban out supports, so Secret think the 3 cores are selected. I'm still thinking this is not I think this is a support Puck. I would feel very sad playing it as a core here into Veno and Lion.
The issue here is though simply that they can't surprise Secret, right? They have to pick a hero, and no matter what, Secret then has advantage on deciding what happens with this Venomancer. If it's like Veno into most lanes, will be very happy. Dodging the jug would be like ideal. They don't have a lot of time either.
You also could just grab a casual Grimstroke perhaps, and just guarantee that you'll be able to find kills.
Casual
in the
Warlock.
lane.
Let's get some overwhelming fight in the mix.
Ugh.
That sounds terrible.
What did you have against stuns?
There's a Grimstroke, yeah. Very
Makes sense.
casual.
It's solid here, and I know we'll likely see then, I guess, the Miracle Puck.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is just right now. Really, it's just Puck and Razorbeam and Flex between mid and off lane.
Well, it means that the jug lane should dominate. I think that's key. You really hate playing Doom Lion against a Grimstroke jug. Like, you're just going to die. There's nothing you can do about it. You'll do your best to CS, abuse lane mechanics, but it will not be an easy lane. In bottom, I keep thinking that top of our screen is Dire, and obviously it's Radiant. Last pick, Secret.
No, they got a full minute still left into their bonus time, so they can get some time to think about that if they need it. Is there anything left unanswered with their draft? You said earlier that all their 4 heroes were already doing so well into answering what Team Nigma had at the time. Is there anything left that they still need to cover with their last pick?
The key thing here in this position is there doesn't feel like there's a single pick that's like amazing, we got you. It's all about laning setups.
You just go for a casual Void Spirit, perhaps? Just something that doesn't lose the lane and kind of jack of all trades, because you have team fight. You can count on your gyro. You likely think it's a Puck mid. They could flex it to a Razor, so it can't be something abusable like a Dragon
They
Knight.
do need someone to go into the fight first. They have a lot of kind of...
I mean, you could just DK
back
them.
lane.
It's just annoying because of the link, but theoretically he's going to be targeting your gyro.
Yeah, but then they could also just put the Razor mid and punish that for sure.
Went for the bounty.
Wow. Okay.
All right, let's hold tight. Let's see what heroes are being picked. All right.
Yeah, Matu
Parry
Gyro.
It's
Easy.
Off-lane
Nice.
bounty.
Mid Doom. Okay. Position 5 Venom. Very casual.
Wow. So this is cool. Mid Doom against Puck's quite nice because you get such high regen. Puck spam and right click doesn't really affect you, and you just out GPM him.